subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
CM Punk may have just reached the top of the WWE again on Raw on Netflix on a Monday night. Isn't it great to be alive on a Monday night? But according to the rumor mill, there may already be a much bigger story developing behind the scenes, according to those that know. Remember, for more breaking news, gossip, speculation, rumor, hearsay, innuendos, click the bell, subscribe, and become a channel member today. Ladies and gentlemen, and even if half of the story report turns into something that WWE leads into on television, then Punk's WWE title reign could already be in serious trouble before it truly gets started. Kind of like Sami Zayn. Kind of like Sami Zayn really couldn't get his title started or even really invented or reinvented as he lost the title as he had it with a cup of coffee. The word going around is that TKO may have a hidden contractual clause, a corporate level trapdoor that could allow WWE officials to strip CM Punk of the coveted undisputed WWE Championship without Punk ever losing the title in the ring. Now, let me be clear right from the start, ladies and gentlemen. Let me be crystal clear. This is not a confirmation that CM Punk has officially been stripped of the WWE title. This is a dirt sheet riot-style rumor report, backstage speculation, and fan-made storyline breakdown based on the idea that TKO, Triple H, and WWE management may be looking for a way to control the fallout from Punk's title win. Because as you can imagine, the Sami Zayn backlash is still there. There's still a lot of madness. There's still a lot of expectations. There's still a lot of anticipation. But that is exactly the kind of story that gets fans talking, because CM Punk winning the undisputed WWE title is already controversial enough because he was away for months. He comes back and just is handed, some say handed, the undisputed WWE title on a silver platter. Some say he didn't earn it. Some say he didn't deserve it. Some say Sami Zayn should have never been the WWE champion in the first place, and it should have always been CM Punk. You have fans who love this. You have fans who hate it. You have Sami Zayn fans saying Sami was robbed. You have people saying that Punk walked back to the title picture so quickly. You have fans wondering if WWE is once again putting everything behind CM Punk because of his name, his star power, his attraction, and his ability to create attention. But now the rumor twist is even stronger, viewers, fans, and subscribers. The belief is that TKO may not be fully comfortable with Punk as the WWE champion because of how outspoken he is, because of how ill-timed he is, because of the nature of what he brings to the table and how he's uncensored, uncut, and uncooked. Not because Punk cannot draw, but not because Punk cannot talk, because we all know he can talk. He can do a rant. He can do a pipe bomb at a moment's notice. Not because Punk cannot create a moment, but because Punk is unpredictable. And that is where this keeps coming up, unpredictable. And in today's WWE under TKO, unpredictability can be valuable, but it can also be dangerous. It can also be detrimental. From a creative standpoint, CM Punk as WWE champion is money, okay? From a corporate standpoint, CM Punk as WWE champion could be viewed as a risk. And that is where this secret clause rumor comes in. The story being floated around, according to the rumors and the gossip online, remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave your comments below, is that the WWE may have language built into its championship arguments and agreements, performance contracts, or corporate conduct policies that allow management to remove a champion if that champion is viewed as damaging to the brand, creating backstage instability, or becoming too much of a liability during a major business period. In other words, CM Punk could win the title in the ring, but TKO could still decide he is not the right person to represent the company. Because remember, according to rumors and gossip and speculation online, although Triple H might have been for this, even though this might have been the going plan, even though this might have been the strategy all along for CM Punk to walk into SummerSlam, the undisputed WWE champion, the game WWE can be overruled by TKO because obviously it would appear as if they have the final say on the trajectory, on the plans, and the final word in WWE. In other words, Punk could win the WWE title in the ring, but again, TKO could still decide he is not the right person to represent the company. That is the corporate angle. That is the trapdoor. And this is the part of that story that could turn from a normal WWE title reign into a full-blown backstage power struggle. And if WWE does indeed go this route, Triple H becomes the key figure because Triple H would be the man standing in the middle. On one side, you got CM Punk, the best in the world, a massive star, a proven draw, a controversial name, a man who brings headlines every time he opens his mouth. On the other side, you got TKO, executives, sponsors, boardroom pressure, corporate image, the public face of WWE as a global entertainment product. And somewhere in the middle is Triple H, holding the championship, holding the paperwork, and possibly being forced to make a decision he knows will blow up the entire locker room. That is the story. That is the rumors making the round. Not CM Punk being removed, not CM Punk losing. There is a massive difference, viewers. If CM Punk loses a WWE Championship in the ring, fans can debate the match. They can debate the booking. They can debate whether the right person won. But if CM Punk is stripped by TKO because of a secret clause, now it becomes something else entirely. Now it becomes politics. Now it becomes control. Now it becomes WWE telling the fans the championship is not only decided between the ropes, it is decided in the boardroom. It is decided backstage. And that is exactly the kind of thing CM Punk's character would explode over. Because CM Punk has built his entire career around fighting the machine. He has always been the guy who questions management. He has always been the guy who calls out politics. He has always been the guy who says what other people are afraid to say. So imagine Punk finally wins the WWE Championship again, only for TKO to turn around and say, actually, we have the power to take that from you. And then, all in all, it would make CM Punk's run and reign less than 9 days. It would be less than Sami Zayn's run as the WWE Champion at that stage. But this could be the ultimate CM Punk storyline for the summertime, ladies and gentlemen. The man who spent his entire career fighting authority gets stripped by authority. The man who says he is the best in the world gets told he is bad for business. The man who finally climbed back to the mountain top gets pushed off by paperwork. That is why this angle works. And according to the way that this rumor is being discussed, WWE could present it like a cold corporate decision. But who would really be behind this whole thing? Who would be behind this for a heel turn, a monumental bad guy turn of events? Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes could cooperate himself into this scenario, into this illusion that he's the company guy, that he wears the suits, that he wears the ties, that he has the look, that he has the image, that he has the bravado to be the WWE champion because Cody Rhodes is what TKO wants. TKO is what Cody Rhodes is all about. TKO is what Cody Rhodes represents, and that is why he should be the number one contender. Now, again, there's been a lot of back and forth. There's been a lot of confliction about who's going to turn heel, who's going to be a bad guy. Is it going to be CM Punk or is it going to be Cody Rhodes? There can only be one. There can only be one good guy, and there can only be one bad guy. And who better to represent as a heel, as a bad guy, than the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, because this could turn into a literal nightmare for CM Punk. Now, due to internal review and contractual language tied to the WWE Championship, CM Punk is no longer recognized as champion, according to TKO. That one line could send fans into meltdown mode because nobody would know what was real. Nobody would know if Punk was actually in trouble. Nobody would know if Triple H made the call, if TKO made the call, or if this was all part of a massive storyline designed to turn Cody Rhodes into a bad guy, that he was the one behind it all along, that he was working with. He was working along TKO into the biggest anti-authority figure in WWE again in CM Punk. And that confusion is exactly what makes this dirt sheet style story take off. Fans would immediately start asking questions. What clause? What did Punk do? Who enforced it? Was Triple H forced? Did TKO override creative? Was Punk supposed to stay champion? Did Sami Zayn's backlash change the plan? Did sponsors complain? Did WWE panic after Punk's title win? That is the kind of chaos that makes a storyline feel bigger than a match. Because now the WWE Championship is not just a belt, it is evidence. Evidence that TKO can step in whenever it wants. Evidence that Triple H may not have full control. Evidence that Cody Rhodes is working with TKO all along. Evidence that CM Punk is still viewed as dangerous by the people running the company. And if WWE wants to blur between storyline and backstage speculation, this is the perfect way to do it. The reported idea, or at least in the rumor-style version of the story, would be that Punk's title win created a split internally. Creative may see Punk as the perfect champion heading into SummerSlam. TKO may see Punk as a walking controversy, and the locker room could be divided. Some people may feel Punk brings attention and money. Others may feel Punk walked back in, took Sammy's spot, took the WWE title, and now the whole show is built around him again, especially the blue brand of SmackDown on Friday nights on the USA Network. And that is where the Sammy part becomes important because Sami Zayn lost the WWE title to CM Punk already created emotional fallout. Sammy's reaction made the situation feel personal. Fans already believe Sammy's reign has ended too fast. So if TKO then turns around and strips Punk too, the whole title scene becomes a disaster. Sammy was robbed. Punk was stripped. Triple H looks powerless. TKO looks ruthless. And the WWE Championship suddenly becomes the most controversial prize in wrestling. That is a massive hook because now every top star has a reason to get involved. Sami Zayn can say Punk got what he deserved. CM Punk can say Sami lost in the ring, but Punk was robbed by executives. Cody Rhodes can say the championship has lost credibility, but it would gain it with him in TKO's back pocket. And Seth Rollins can laugh and say Punk was always too unstable to be trusted as champion. And Triple H is left trying to hold the entire thing together. As you can see, guys, it's provocative. It's in your face. Was TKO sending a message to the whole locker room? Was it enforced because of Punk? And more importantly, did Triple H really make the call? Or was it all TKO? Because if Triple H has to stand in the ring and strip CM Punk of the WWE Championship because TKO told him to, that changes the way fans view Triple H. Triple H becomes the face of the decision. TKO becomes the machine, the menace, and Punk becomes the man who refuses to accept it. And that is where the storyline could become very massive. Punk does not just demand the title back, he demands the truth, and he wants to know who signed off, and he wants to know who wrote the clause, and he wants to know why it was not enforced against anybody else. He wants to know why CM Punk is the only one champion that suddenly decided was too dangerous to trust. Because a stripped champion always has sympathy. This is why this rumored secret angle could be the perfect way to restart the old CM Punk anti-authority energy without copying the past. That would not be the same Punk fighting Vince McMahon. This would be Punk fighting TKO, a different machine, a bigger machine, a more corporate machine, and that fits modern WWE because WWE is no longer just WWE. It is WWE under TKO. It sponsors more media deals, more pressure, and more eyes on every decision. So if Punk becomes champion and TKO decides he's too risky, that feels like a modern wrestling story. Plenty more to come. Subscribe.